going to your brain, I should say. They are in your neck, right? Right and left, front and back. Simple, right? We're looking at the back vessels, and there's a right and left. It's an opposite. This is the left. So the left is on this side. The right is on that side. Let me if you take a picture, this might be better.
Thank you.
You're not the first or last one who does that, so. Here's your eyes, see them?
No.
Ears are right here. If you look closely, you kind of see eyes, right? You see
Oh,
what's-
wow.
Right?
That's really cool.
See the eyes?
Look right here, honey.
Yeah, look really closely. See the eyes? Yeah. Okay, that's your nose, kind of ears on it.
Go ahead. That's
Good?
good.
Yeah.
So, if you look, there's a vessel coming around, but look behind here. Yeah, see the vessel?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be like there, full with branches coming out.
So the blockage right there.
Somewhere there.
Okay.
It's hard to tell, but that's exactly it. Now I'm gonna take the same picture. I'm just gonna flip it aside. So you are looking that way. So your eyes are like here somewhere. That's your ear. That's the same vessel, and that's the one I was telling you about. There's nothing up on top. That, if we don't open that, you're going to coma and probably not wake up. That's the problem there. We're really at that. You were teetering at that. It didn't seem like it, but you were. So I'm glad we took you. Now, forget this for a second. It's not going to help you. This is the left side. The right side, I apologize. I'm going to go, this is down in the neck. I'm going to go to the head now. Same picture. You can see now that's the vessel that was seen on the other side. And there's something on the top. You can't really tell very well yet, but see right here. That's what the problem is. And again, it's right on top right. Now you can kind of tell there's something here. See it?
Yeah.
It's like a rock. Okay. I'm just going to move a little quicker here because that's not going to help you in anything yet.
Those are really cool, though.
Yeah. Here we go. Now, that other vessel's from the left, this vessel's from the right. Your stroke is actually was somewhere here on this vessel. I can't do that. But that's not the problem with stroke. The problem is now you're having this. See this? If you take a picture of this. Let me just make it bigger. There. See the rock?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem right there. And there's no flow this way, there's no flow back this way. These things are starting to have issues because it's right in the middle. So that's the same side picture. That's the rock on the side. See it? It's pretty obvious. You can actually see it. It's rare you can actually see something like that, but in your case you can. And this is after we take it out. It's gone. Now we came through here, put a stent, grabbed it and took it out. See the difference? And this is the side now.
Wow.
We took other pictures. That's pretty obvious here. You took it out. It was there, right? There was no flow on any of these vessels. A little bit here, maybe not here, not here, not here. And see, that's a good picture of it. That's just a flow of the blood. That's why it's white. But it's not bad. Don't worry about that stuff for a second. That's for lesson 2. Nothing for you for now. That's the left side of the talked about before. Left side. And again, you can see how you didn't have that at all. You stopped like right here. Now you got blood flowing all the way to the brain. And there's that. Okay. Any questions about the pictures?
No.
Let me show you one more thing. So now this is an MRI. MRI is a picture of what happened to the brain. These are vessels. This is angiogram. That's not MRI. MRI is this thing. So I'm gonna go with the top first. Top of the brain. This is a kind of grainy picture, and your eyes Here's your eyes, nose, and ears are like right here somewhere, and that's a grayish area. So that's the brain. Fluid in the brain is white in this case, and there's your stroke. It's on this side. Now that happened before we went in. That's why you came with the symptoms. What we're worried about is that vessel right here would have caused stroke in all this brainstem and caused major problems. We didn't get that. We took the clot out. But the stroke you had already when you came in was this.
On the left side.
So that's what's confusing. This is left, this is right, this is right side.
Okay. So facing.
Actually, it's cerebellum, it's balance and speech. That's why your speech is a little bit thick. Is that right? Better way to describe it?
He stutters. He stutters a lot.
Yeah. Initiation of speech. So if it's bigger than this, it's called mutism. People cannot speak. They have the words, they could write them, they just cannot say them. Right. And it's fairly large, but it's an area, again, balance and speech. Those are the two things that this one goes.
He does get clumsy on his feet every now and then.
Yeah. Show different pictures, same thing, this white stuff. But no white inside here. This kind of Mickey Mouse ears. None of that, and that's the key. That will cause major weakness, major issues if you don't have. All right.
Okay.
Any questions?
No. You cheapish?
Yeah, I recorded it because it's really cool.
Yeah. So you got a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It just shows us, I mean, how really close.
This was very close. Close call. I'm glad we took you down at that. It was like 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
At least.
You were kind of waxing and waning. We said, we gotta go, and I'm glad we did. We got a great result, actually.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
All right.
Better than death. Better than death.
Death?
Yeah.
I hear you.
That's good. So,
Well, actually, it was worse than that, which is you're in bed, you can't move anything, but you can, and you're intact. It's
Good
called
vegetable.
locked-in syndrome. It's worse than that. So, a locked-in syndrome is where you can't get the information from your brain down to your arms and legs. And there's a famous guy, a French guy, who had this locked-in syndrome, and he's a writer. So, at some point, they realized he's actually in there. He just couldn't respond. So, with his blinking, he designed a language, and he wrote a book.
do blinking, so everything.
From here out.
Wow.
His brain could function,
Totally fine.
but he couldn't move, couldn't do anything. Couldn't.
Locked in. That's
Wow.
the worst thing. It's the worst thing you have.
Hmm.
He died 4 or 5 months later, but he wrote a whole book.
Hmm.
You could read the book. It's an actual book.
He couldn't articulate though.
He could, with how many blinks made a language, somebody was able to elicit the language, and he actually wrote a book.
Wow.
So you don't want that.
No. I'm glad I'm where I'm at, so it's
Yeah.
good.
And I think you're going to do very well, very quickly.
Okay.
I think a year from now, you're going to have very little deficit.
Yeah. Oh well.
I know, it's, as well as it is, still, you still had a major stroke at a young age. It's not what you want to have, right? I mean, you're a functioning guy, you don't want to have that speech issue, because that's why we do this, your work.